Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, a sunny Monday here in Michigan, and it is 10:12 in the morning. And my name is Deborah, and you are watching me on my channel, Deborah's Tarot, Deborah's Blue Tarot. Blue, not blue. Anyway, today I haven't been on all weekend. I needed a break. And today we're going to throw some cards and use my pendulum. And I'm going to introduce you to a couple new decks that I have that are not new to me, but I've not used them on a recording, on a video. So this is for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. And everything that I say is all my opinion based on the energies that I feel from my cards and my pendulum. And I'm going to be starting with the original tarot. This is my very first tarot deck. And I bought it and then thought for whatever reason that this wasn't really the Rider-Waite. It is, of course. It's completely based on Rider-Waite. You see all the cards. At any rate, you don't know until you know. So I want to focus today on the next month, the month of May. And I'm going to do a reading where I'm going to move my camera or my computer back a little bit. Okay. I'm going to do a reading. We're going to do a week by week for the United States of America and Felon 45 and all the other little components. Elroy has been MIA, which is fine with me because he's not part of our government. He's probably not even a legal immigrant. But nonetheless, we're going to focus kind of on those general energies. And I've got 3 decks here. We're going to start. I haven't used this deck in a while. We're going to start with my original Rider-Waite. And somebody asked me about showing the shuffling when I'm reading. So I'm showing the shuffling. I know you can only see just parts of me, but whatever. It's all good. So I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you've had some fun. I went to visit my 3 great nieces, who are the loves of my life, including their mom, my niece. And there are 3 of them. And I'm in love with them in ways that I never believed that I could feel, not being my own, birth children, as they say. Nonetheless, let's talk a little bit about these 4 weeks of the next month. I'm going to put out 5 cards across for each week. Let me look at the calendar. Let me look at the month of May. So we've got, I'm going to start with the first full week, the 4th through the 10th, 11 through 17, 18 through 24, 25 through 31. Okay? So this is the first full week of May. I'm going to put down 4 cards. Second week, I'll show them to you, don't worry. 4 cards. Third week, 4 cards. And then I'm going to make some room here. Sorry about that, you guys. And then, as you can see, I'm not looking either. And then, wait, third week. And then this is the fourth week of May into Memorial Day. But I'm just putting out 4 cards, okay? On the bottom, we have the Four of Swords. This is a card of repose, of passing on, or something like that, or even just taking a break. But I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling this is exactly what it looks like. Let's just leave it there. Okay. The first week of May starts way up here. How many times do you think I've gotten this card for, who? Let me just reveal the cards first before I interpret them, read them. Okay. This is the Six of Cups. This is a card of childhood memories, looking backward, giving and, giving of generosity and flowers, kind of all those memories that you have that you keep inside you as you were, growing up and so forth. Knight of Swords. This is a card of legal movement. That's a sword there. It's a young individual, a knight. As you can see, he's coming forward on that horse with speed and aggression. You can even see the trees blowing in the wind. They are moving at a clip, as you can see. Look at his toes pointed. He's really flying. Knight of Swords. And so we're going to look at all the cards first, and then I will do a interpretation. Ace of Swords, the sword of truth. The sword through the crown of a king and or a queen, with the leaves coming down, the hand out there. This is typically known as the sword of truth. And then this last card in the row, the Eight of Cups, moving away from what no longer serves you. So the first week of May, I see looking back on things that you remember that were memorable and wonderful as a child. Maybe they weren't wonderful for you, but this card says they were wonderful for this card. The Knight of Swords, speed, legal, youth, coming forward to either intervene or attack, because news is coming out and it's the truth. The Ace of Swords, the card of truth. And this card is the Eight of Cups, leaving or moving away from what no longer serves you. So speed, whether it be legal or military, things are coming out that are true. You see these little droplets? This is news as I see it. News coming out and leaving, the person in red, leaving, or let's see if he's going fast, climbing away from what no longer serves you. Okay. The next week, the second week of May, the world. So if the first week ends with revelations and truth coming out, forcing this individual to walk away from what no longer serves him or her, but it's a him. Next comes the world in the first day of the second week. The world is often a card of completion. Also, in this case, the whole world is watching. The next card out is the Nine of Wands. You can see the person leaning on the wand, but they're just resting. So they've come through this movement. They've got a bandage on their head, but they're still alive. And they're just, taking a breath and so on. This is the Eight of Swords. You can see that she is bound or tied up, and her eyes are blocked. Now, often in these cards, if she would just pull her arm up, she could get out and reveal or, release herself from bondage. But she doesn't do it. Why? I couldn't tell you. I don't know that she thinks that she can. And she is wrapped up, as you can see. And these swords are either a jail, a prison, swords that she has put upon herself. I see that she is unable to free herself from the bondage. And this is the Two of Cups, a partnership, a deal is being brokered. Now, like I say, we'll go through these at the end, but I suspect the second week, I'm going to bring these down a little bit. The second week, you can see these. I know they're upside down. The World is the first card. This is the end of something and the beginning of something else. This is the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Swords. This person is injured, wearing this bandage across his eyes, but he's released from bondage, and she is still in bondage. And then a deal is made. A deal is brokered with the Two of Cups. Okay. I'm getting a feeling that this may have been, in the past, the Lotus Queen. Being tied up, being restricted. Here's the Two of Swords. Lots of swords, right? The Two of Swords. A decision has to be made. Here's a crescent moon. And you can see that she is, again, being restricted from seeing. The deal comes forward. Now she has to make a decision. Now, she doesn't have to stay covered. Her hands are free. A lot of emotion here too, but she's got to make a choice. Lotus Queen. A deal is brokered. A choice has to be made. This is the third week. Pardon me. Yeah, the third week. Seven of Cups. Illusion and delusion. As you can see, all the cups have things in them that are not water. So it's like a crazy card, but illusion and delusion is what we call that. Um, she has to make a decision. Illusion and delusions in front of her. Ah, here he comes, the King of Cups, our Joe Biden type card, the kind king, the smart king, the generous king. You can see the cups in his hands and the water beneath him. There's a lot of emotion here. It's always going to be my kind Joe Biden-esque card, the Democrat, the kind and sweet Democrat, and the Two of Wands. This is someone who's got everything. Here's the world, right? Looking across the water, waiting for something that is coming across the water. It could be money, it could be help, it could be many things. This is not the leader or a leader, but it is someone who has power. It could be Mark Rutte from NATO. In fact, ooh, I have the chills. That's what it is. This is NATO being supported by the kind king. Fourth week. Oh, I'm telling you, I have the chills so bad, which is a sign for me that I'm on target. This is the Ten of Cups, the happy family. The end of week 3 comes in with a good card of happiness, family, the United States, in this particular case, at its best. This is the High Priestess. She's holding secrets, and she is draped, literally, in water. There's a lot of emotion here, and the moon. And a document. Actually, it's called the Torah, Torah. You can't possibly see it, but it says Taro, and that's all you see. The Torah in the Old Testament, in ancient Judaism, in Israel and Palestine and all of that, is the book of the Bible. The first, it's the Bible. It refers to a holy book, a holy document, and she, the priestess, is keeping secrets. This is the last week of the month, by the way. Ooh, 9 of Swords. Some fear, some nightmares, stress, perhaps secrets that are being revealed are leading to stress and fear and nightmares. I can't sleep. Here's all these swords. And the final card is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, pardon me, the Knight of Cups. I knew that I was wrong. Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is also a young, emotional, proud knight with the cup, of course. There's water in there, and you can see water in this in the body of water there. proudly sitting high and tall. You can see the horse. I don't know if they call it cantering, but proudly high stepping. So the month of May is going to be a mixed bag of truth and legal matters coming out, someone stepping away, the world, endings and new beginnings, a card of being injured but okay. The swords here, the 8 of Swords I almost wish it was that way, but it's not. This is someone who could free herself, but isn't. And then a deal is made. Someone has to make a decision. The cray-cray, illusion and delusions. I'm not suggesting she is deluded. But here comes our strong and compassionate king. And I'm going to call this my Mark Rutte. NATO coming in. He's waiting. He's got the world in his hand. A happy family. Even though the High Priestess is here with some secrets, which somebody is worried about, clearly, because they can't sleep at night. But in the end, we have the Knight of Cups coming in strong and powerful. So it's like a mixed bag for the month of May. And just put these back. And I suspect May is not going to be, May is going to be a very interesting month. I suspect that, or I get the feeling that Felon 45 is in trouble. He's trying to negotiate his way out of trouble, but that's really not working out for him. And in the end, he's screwed. Just say it like it is. Okay. So the next card we're going to use, and by the way, I just realized the name of this. This is called the Symbolic Life. I've used these before, and this is representative, in my view, of the third eye, which is right here, for those of you who are woke. That'll keep all those red hats out of here. Woke, woke, woke. I'm woke. Are you woke? And I'm just going to ask, will May, Earth Year 2025, be Felon 45's, how do I put this, pivotal month? Okay? And these are all, um, major arcanas. The Hermit, Judgment, the Sun, Justice. Okay. The Hermit, going within to kind of like have one of those come to Jesus moments with yourself. I am not a Christian, but it's a phrase I use without any disrespect intended, but it's like, okay, Creator, we need to have a talk, you and me, that kind of a card. That's the Hermit, standing alone, going over things that, have been in their way. Judgment and the Sun. Judgment is coming out and being revealed, full revelation, and in comes justice and strength. So, in a general sense, the felon is in trouble, deep trouble. I'd like to introduce you also, you guys, to a deck that Dr. Lena Rodriguez, and what is her channel name? I swear. Let's pull it up here. It is called I have to tell you once I say it. Lena, where are you? Okay. Dr. Lena. Can you hear my cat? Come here, Newman. There you are. Oh, for God's sake, I can't find it. But I know she's in here somewhere. Just Google Dr. Lena Rodriguez. She's in there. And her and Sienna Rose this is the book that comes with the cards. And this deck was not more than $30-something. It is a beautiful deck. And it comes with all of this plus the cards. It's really very special. There's my Newman. I'm having a brain event here. Not a literal one. Say hi, Prince Harry. Say hi, Prince Harry. Want to come here? Want to come over here? Want to say hi to the people? Let me show you my beauty. This is my youngest. Where are you? Say hi, everybody. Oh, no, you don't want to. You want to stay in secret. Wow. All right, then. Anyway, these are Dr. Lena's cards that she made. He's going to walk away. Go ahead. Walk away. Thank you. And they are One World Tarot. And they are really very, very beautiful cards. And I don't use them enough. I'm going to, though. I'm going to start using them more often. Let me give it a shuffle here. So let's wrap up this reading today with a 5-card spread on the energies of the people of the United States, up and coming. No, no, no. No. You have no idea. You don't know. I've had to like rearrange my wall, things on my wall. It's just crazy. Anyway, let's look at the universal energies with these cards. Eight of Cups. Again, walking away from what no longer serves you. Four of Pentacles. Holding on tight to things that you have, not wanting to lose the little that remains. Here he goes. Six of Pentacles. This is giving and receiving of money, food. Pentacles are not just money. It's earthly things. It could be toast. It could be pizza. It could be something of the earth. And in this card, this guy is at a restaurant. Let's just assume that. Because she's wearing an apron. That's why I'm assuming that it's not his wife. He's at a restaurant, outdoors, and she's bringing him food. The Seven of Cups, illusion and delusion. And the Ten of Pentacles. This is the ending, legacy money. You can see all the money, the old man, generational wealth. Something's going to happen to Starman, Elroy Jetson. Something's going on because I see all this money. See him holding on to it. Let's pull some more. The Hermit, shining a light, looking for something he may have lost. Yeah, well, you play, you pay. Being stabbed in the back, Ten of Swords. Okay, so 45. And he's leaving. 45 is leaving. He's trying to hold on to his money. Someone is giving and receiving. Illusion and delusion and legacy wealth. I know what he wants. He wants treats. The cat. This is a combination of Elroy and 45. Here's 45. All of his money is gone. The legacy money is gone. And he is delusional. This is Elroy going within, because he's been kind of, moved away a little bit. And the Ten of Swords. Someone is being stabbed in the back. Maybe both. Eight of Wands. Information coming out really fast. Page of Swords. A woman of power defending herself. A young woman. And people are talking, like the birds, like tweet, tweet, tweet. And Death. The Death card is an ending card. And out comes the sun, and all shall be revealed. That was a nice reading. When I say that, I want you to know that I'm not complimenting myself. I'm grateful for the guidance of Spirit to help me, because Spirit is really being worked through me to help me read. I'm going to ask my famous question. When is he going? Spirit, are you here? Yes, he is. Spirit is here. That's my here I am card. Move round and round. Spirit is here. Spirit, is felon 45 departing in one way or another by the end of May? Yes. Spirit, clear please. Spirit, you had once told me it would be April, then now May. Will the current Veep take over when 45 goes? Do you see how it's shaking? Do you see that? It doesn't want to reveal. It's not going to answer it. This thing shakes. It doesn't move. It just does that. Spirit, will Shady replace Felon 45? It doesn't want to answer. Spirit, clear. Thank you. Spirit, will there be an interim government made up of former members of the government as well as the military? Yes. Will a new leader be announced by the end of the summer? Yes. Clear, please. Is this leader male? It doesn't want to answer, but it is. You see it shaking? Like this? That's when it doesn't want to answer. Spirit doesn't want to give me the info. Is the person coming in to replace the leadership of our government, is this person male? Clear, please. Is this person female? Yes. Is this person someone that people have voted for in prior occasions? Has stood for the joust in prior occasions? Joust could be anywhere, in a state, community, city council, anything like that. Has this woman that you refer to, has she been in local government before? Yes. Clear, please. Is this woman married? Yes. Okay. Clear. One more question, Spirit. If I referred to this person as the Lotus Queen, would that be accurate? Yes. All right, so the Creator is calling it for the end of May. we'll see how that goes. Timing is really difficult to, you know, implement. And I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all have a great Monday. And I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Could even be tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for coming. And please subscribe and like if you would be so kind. It will help my channel. And I know that if you're here, why wouldn't you want to help my channel? Peace.